Everyone, so welcome back again to another series of podcast with us. So this is Nandana here from CLT Academy, and today we are having a new session regarding what are the risks we can face in trading. So to have this discussion, we have a very special guest here today. Our mentor, Mr. Sri Kumar, is here today with us to discuss about what are the risks we can face in trading. So, very welcome, Sriram. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Nandana, and thank you for inviting me for this podcast.
No worries.
I'm ready for this session and
Perfect. So, let's start?
Yes.
Okay, so let me start with an easy question regarding what actually do you mean by risk in trading? What is it?
So, risk in trading means the possibility of losing money. So, every trade has uncertainty in the markets due to events like news. We have economic events, we have liquidities in the market. So due to this, the risk is always uncertain. But the only thing is, how do you manage the risk? That is what the key factor, that is what differentiates a pro trader and then a novice trader.
Okay. So if that's the case, is it true that trading is more riskier than other investments?
Of course, trading is has more risky than other investments, but the thing is, how do you manage the risk? Like, you need to be very disciplined, you need to have proper risk management. So if you follow this, you will not lose money over the period. That's why always managing risk is very important in trading.
Okay, so according to you, why do you feel that beginners find it more, they underestimate the risk factor in the start?
Most beginners lose money because they are not focusing on risk management, and then they are more focusing on the wins rather than on risk. And also they are posting more on social medias, like what other traders are doing, and following other traders without having a proper risk management. So these are some of the reasons why the beginners trader lose money in the market.
Okay, so then can you tell me what do you think are the different types of risk everyone should look into?
So there are basically different types of risk in the market. So one, we have like market risk, one we have like emotional risk, and then we have like leverage risk. And also these are some of the risks that we face in the market.
Okay.
Basically.
So market risk, you said that is one of the risk. What exactly do you mean by market risk?
Okay, so the market risk is basically there is always uncertainty in the market. Like, for example, if the market is moving opposite to a direction, that is the risk involved in the market risk. So if you don't put stop loss and trade, that's where you end up losing money. So this is called as basically the market risk.
So how dangerous is leverage for traders?
So leverage is basically means it's a double-edged sword. So the more you use leverage, the more you end up blowing your account. That's why even some brokers are giving more leverage. They are the reason why they are giving more leverage, because the more leverage you use, the more chance that you'll end up losing your account. So having a lesser leverage is much better as a trader.
Okay. So Sriram, you said there are different types of risks. There are emotional risk and also market risk. So do you think emotional risk is more dangerous when compared to the market risk?
Yes, emotional risk is more dangerous when compared to market risk, because when you have fear, then that is more danger than the market risk. And that's the reason, the more fear you have, the more you end up taking wrong decisions in the market. And that's why the emotional risk is really dangerous in the market. And also it depends from person to person.
So another question is, what role do you think stop loss plays in managing all this?
Yeah, the stop loss plays an important role. Stop loss is not that your trade is a failure one. It's that you are controlling your risk. That's what stop loss plays a big role. Even if the market turns against you, you still end up losing very less when you use a stop loss. So that is a key role in trading. You can avoid larger losses when you place stop loss on every single trade.
Okay. So obviously, while getting into risk, capital protection is something that's very important. So why do you think it's more important to protect our capital compared to making profits?
Okay, if you lost your capital, then you can't trade.
Okay.
But protecting your capital, you can still trade on next day. Let's say today you didn't get any good setup. You can still trade tomorrow. But
Okay.
think of, if you lose your capital, you are out of the trading. You can't trade tomorrow. That's why always protecting your capital is very important,
Okay.
and it plays a crucial role as a trader.
Okay, got it. So, what is the ideal risk per trade for a long-term survival?
So the ideal risk is always 1% risk per trade. Even the biggest traders, even the most successful traders, they follow the 1% risk rule, and they size up only on exponential method. We call it as pyramid sizing. But always, as a good trader, you always follow 1% risk. That is, it will always protect your capital even on the downside, and on the upside, you can get exponential gains.
Okay, Sriram. So, obviously, discipline is an important factor while doing trading. So, how do you think a lack of being disciplined can increase the trading risk?
So a lack of discipline means you are basically breaking your own rules.
Okay.
So if you break your own rules, then it means that you are going against your direction bias, or maybe you're going against what you have planned. So this is why if you break your rules or if you break your discipline, it is very hard for you to sustain as a trader.
Okay. Okay, so now if I am someone who wants to get into trading and all, what mindset do you think every trader should look into while doing risk?
Before you get into trading, you have to consider trading as a business.
Okay.
This is not like a get rich quick scheme or something like that. You have to treat trading as a business. So every business, there is always ups and downs. There is losses in the business. Any business you take, there is no business without a losses. So even if viewers are watching, so every business has a loss. So you need to consider trading as a business, and you need to always follow the rules at any period of time. So if you're doing this, even if you face losses, you understand that okay, it's a part of the game, and that's how you can overcome from this.
Okay, Sriram. So can you tell me what is overtrading and why is that risky?
Yes. So many of the traders do overtrading mainly because they see the markets going up in aggressive, and then they start to feel like they want to make more profits. That's the reason most of the traders overtrade. Traders think that the more trades you take, the more money you make, but that's not actually how the market works.
Okay.
That's the reason that traders has to understand. Even if you take 1 to 2 trades a day, you will end up become a profitable trader.
Okay. So obviously we need a proper plan while getting into trading. So how does lack of having a trading plan increase the risk?
Yes, if you don't have if you don't have a plan in trading, you end up losing more. The reason, because let's say today I wake up and then I set some levels. Okay, these are the levels I'm expecting the market to go up. But then if the market is reacting something different, then you are changing your plan. So when you change your plan, obviously you end up taking wrong decisions. And that's the reason you always having a plan. Like you need to have an entry, exit, and take profit and stop loss. So this should be your plan before you place your trade. So when you have a proper plan, then you can avoid all the other impact happening in the market.
Okay. So obviously there are so many traders. You also deal with a lot of traders. Is risk the same for everyone?
Obviously, risk is not same for everyone, because every person's individual capacity depends from person to person. Like some person, they might be aggressive. They are ready to lose more. They have other sources of income. So they are ready to lose more and end up risking more. But some other trader, their only dependent is on trading income. There are some traders. So it depends from person to person. So it's not constant always.
So Sriram, can trading ever be risk-free?
There is no such thing as risk-free. In trading, there is no risk-free in trading at all. So even if any of the influencers or people telling there is risk-free or giving 100% return, something like that, make sure that they are misleading. There is no risk-free in trading. The thing is, how do you manage the risk? That's what plays an important. It's not that there is no risk-free. So as I said before, if you follow 1% risk per trade, it means that you are managing risk.
Okay, that's good. So how does news increase the risk trading?
Yes, news plays a big role in factor of risk, because there are major news like geopolitical news, and then the war is happening. So there are a lot of news happening. So during this time, what happens, in the broker, there is slippage and volatility in the markets. So during the slippage, when you're trying to enter, your stop loss might get hit or you end up losing the account. So this is a big risk in trading. That's why we always, as a mentor, I always tell my students that not to trade during news time to avoid these kind of risks.
Okay. So I've heard something called drawdown risk.
Yeah.
So, what exactly is that? What is
drawdown risk is nothing but when you keep on losing continuously, there is a series of drawdown, your account will goes in a series of negative. So to recover from that, you need more higher returns than what losses you make.
Okay.
So this is called basically called as drawdown risk.
Okay. So you're obviously a mentor.
Yes.
Can education reduce trading risk?
Of course, yes. Education will surely reduce the trading risk. The reason because when you trade with proper knowledge and guidance, you know how to manage the risk. That's the important thing. So education plays a big role in terms of risk and trading because you exactly know what is the cause for the loss you made.
Okay.
So that comes from education. That's why it plays a crucial role as a trader.
Okay. So to all the viewers listening, what final message do you want to give them regarding risk in trading?
So trading is not about making profits all the time. It's about managing the risk. So if you follow the risk, no matter what, even if you follow the rules and then you end up losing money, but you follow to manage the risk, you will stay in the game for long enough. So people who lose money, they will not succeed as a trader because of not following the risk. The reason why risk is a major, even if you have the best strategy in the world, if you don't follow the risk management, you will surely at one day you will end up losing your account. So to all my traders and all my viewers, what I would recommend is always follow the risk management no matter what. Even if you have a 100% win rate or if you have a perfect strategy or perfect whatever, you have to follow risk at every single day or every single trade. If you do this, you will be in this game for long term. That's what I would like to say for all my viewers and traders.
So thank you so much, Sriram. This was really fun. You could learn a lot about risk in trading. So yeah, we'll see you in our next podcast series.
Yes, thank you, Nandana. Thank you for having me. We had a great podcast today. So thank you for everyone.
Great. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.